Hey guys, what is going on today? Bojo here, and we are back for our NHL 16 Be a Pro goalie career following Joseph Bojoko and the Edmonton Oil Kings. So, we have a lot to talk about in this video for you guys, so we'll get this game set up here between the Red Deer Rebels. This is supposed to be episode 10, technically, but I recorded the last game and then went back to my Elgato, and wouldn't you know, it didn't record it. That's just awesome. My audio recorded, but my freaking video didn't record. The Elgato was being a piece of crap. So, I'm going to have to explain everything once again. But if you guys did want the update for that last game, we lost. The last game that we did play was against the Medicine Hat Tigers. We lost 2-1. Last second cheese. Got cheesed on by the CPU in the last second with like 40 seconds left to go. So we got burned by them. And I'm going to have to talk about everything that I talked about in that video in this video now. So ain't that fun? So I'm probably going to be rambling on for about a period and a half for you guys because there's going to be a lot of stuff that we do need to go over here as they send that right across the blue paint. Wasn't even ready for that. But if you guys missed episode number 8, you guys would have noticed that that one was an extremely long episode, about 2 hours, because somebody had suggested that in the comments section and we get off to the board early. This is almost exactly the same way we started this game off against Medicine Hat, oddly enough, and we get off on the board early with a 1-0 lead as Brett Pollock's going to get that one past Toth to get us a 1-0 lead. So, last video was a 2-hour video, and that's because we are now going to be doing live streams of this series/career. This was suggested by one of you guys, and I do think it is a great idea. What we're going to be doing is going to have maybe 2 or 3 individual videos of just single games, but then we're also going to have the long, like 2-3 hour live streams of where we do like 10 games or so of this series, just to make sure that we can get done the CHL rather quickly, because a lot of you guys really want me to just get to the NHL or the AHL a lot quicker than just, you know, having like 20 or 30 episodes of just CHL games. You guys want to get to the NHL and the AHL into the draft as quickly as possible, because if Edmonton keeps playing like this, we're not going to have to deal with playoffs. I don't think there is playoffs in this season. I don't think there is, but if there is, you know, we'll deal with that when it comes, if it ever comes to that. But right now, you guys just want us to get to the NHL as quickly as possible, and that's why we're going to be doing the live streams. If you missed the live streams, don't worry. The live stream will be still posted to YouTube. I figured out how to do that. There's not going to be anything special about the live streams either. No like overlays or anything like that, just because I use the app that's available to me on the Xbox One. So it's just pretty clean by that. I know I do need to make a couple edits for the next time that we do stream. Like I need to lower like the in-game volume as well as the up my voice volume just a tad. But other than that, everything else should be good to go with those live streams. And I think we should be in a pretty good place for those things. Now, about the live streams. What did I say? They were going to be 2-3 hours. They're going to be unannounced. They're going to be unannounced. If I feel like just posting or doing a live stream, I'm going to do a live stream. A thing that I have done just recently that I really do think helps out with the live streams, because the past one that we just did had around 50 to 60 people in here just watching Be a Pro, which I think is awesome. I'm scared of how many I would get if I actually did Hockey Ultimate Team all the time with all the giveaways and such. But we have around 50 to 60 people watching the Be a Pro live streams, which is awesome to say the least. And let's dish that out. Let's keep the play going. We have about 50 to 60 people watching those live streams, which is awesome. And there are a lot of great suggestions that were left in the live stream as well. So a thing that I did, one thing that I did do to, I think, increase the turnout of those live streams is that I post that a little 30-second video to YouTube to let the YouTube people know that I am streaming on Twitch. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter, you guys know that Twitch automatically sends a link to my Twitter, or sends a link to my Twitter so that you guys can join in on the live stream as well. So if you're not following me on Twitter, do it there. If you're not following me on Twitch, do it there. Links are in the description as always. And if you don't follow me on either and you just follow me on YouTube, I will post a video to let you guys know that exactly when I am streaming on Twitch. As well, if you watch an old video on mine, I think there's like a little pop-up that lets you know that I am streaming live on Twitch as well. So just there's going to be a lot of notifications to that are going to be available for you guys to let you know when I will be streaming on Twitch. So that's being done. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, 2 to 3 individual games. We'll have the 2-hour, 3-hour live stream every now and then. And I think that's pretty much it. So, as for the game itself, during that live stream, if you guys watched it, we did make a couple edits to how the series plays out. We actually edited 2 modifiers for the rest of this series as it progresses. So, one of the things that we did change was the goaltender reaction speed, the CPU goaltender reaction speed. We left mine still at the exact same slider it was at, but the CPU goaltender reaction speed was actually at the same bar that mine was at. So what I did was I notched it down just one notch. So I think it went from about like 70% to around like 60-ish percent. It's not 50%. It's definitely still over 50%, but it's just something that I think made the games a lot better to watch. So if you guys did watch the live stream, you'll notice that Edmonton had those games where they scored maybe like 4 or 3 goals, and you know what, the games are a lot more competitive, and I do think that's a big thing that you guys were really wanting in this series. You didn't want me having to make every single save in these games, because if I let up 1 goal and the way Edmonton was not scoring goals, it was pretty much a lost cause, because if we give up 1 goal, Edmonton was having those trends where they didn't score any goals at all, and I feel like it was just not entertaining to watch. So now that we lowered the CPU reaction speed, the games are a lot more competitive, and they don't rely on me to make every single save in the game. So I can let up maybe 2 or 3 goals a game if I have those struggling games and still have an opportunity to win the game, and I think that's going to be a huge thing that we have going forward as we move into the NHL and higher overall players. Because like I said, we're still dealing with like 60s and 50 overall players here. It's going to be a big difference when we get to the NHL and deal with those NHL players. So I think, and the AHL players, as a matter of fact, too. So I think that'll be a huge factor when we move into the AHL and the NHL. Another modifier, the only other thing that we did modify, I can't remember off of the top of my head, if it was the CPU adaptability, or their CPU, I think that's what it's called. I think the CPU adaptability to how you play. Apparently that might be only for the skaters, but I think it might have something to do with the goaltenders as well. If it did, we lowered that as well, just a couple notches. And then I think I lowered the CPU attributes modifier as well. There's like something in the settings called like an attributes modifier. I don't know what it does. So we lowered that as well, just a couple notches. And right now, I just think the game as an overall plays so much more smoothly. The games are so much more competitive. They're much more interesting to watch. And the series as a whole, I think, is going to benefit greatly from it. So hopefully you guys who were suggesting that in the long run, I really do think that made a huge difference. I should have did it a long time ago. But for right now, it's a huge improvement to the game. And I think that's pretty much it. We talked on everything. We talked on the live stream stuff. That should be icing. It is not. I could have actually got that puck if I so chose. But I think we're good to go. We talked about the live streams. We talked about what the changes that we made. And I think we are good to go. All right, so we can get back. That only took a period and a half. So we can get back into the play-by-play of this game. And another thing as well, I got to start watching the CPU goaltenders more so I can actually adjust to how they play. I really was doing that a lot in the live stream as well. I wasn't really talking much in those live streams. I was more concentrating and looking at how the CPU goaltenders play the game. Cole Benson with a breakaway. Finish it, Cole. Oh, man, he shot it just wide of the net. He didn't even hit the net on the breakaway. Wow. He just chose to go all forehand on his forehand and just shot it wide. So I got to start watching these CPU goaltenders a lot more and how they react to certain plays. Oh, Jesus, man, that's a good pass. That's a good pass. Through traffic, through a screen. Didn't see it coming. That's a good play there by the Red Deer Rebels. Austin Adamson from Nogier. That's a good pass by Nogier. It got deflected, and then he sends it through 4 Edmonton Oil Kings. He sent it through 4 players. Send it through 4 players. I was a little bit over to the right side a bit. I shouldn't have been. That's why I got to start playing in the middle a bit more. Got to play the middle of the net more. That's the thing I've noticed. I've been struggling with passes from behind my own net and dealing with those cross creases. So only if I know for a fact they're going to come out from behind the net and try to squeak one in short side, that's the only reason I'm going to hug the post. I'm just going to cheat. And thank you. What a pass by Kohlhasser right in front of Bertolucci. And he's going to capitalize on that goal short side as we take the league right back 2-1. As Luke Bertolucci from Kohlhasser. That was a nice pass from Kohlhasser. He got the pass deflected, but then sends it right into the middle to Bertolucci, and kind of crisscross play there from 2 Edmonton Oil Kings. Kind of maybe confused Toth a little bit, and he just shovels that home. Kind of the exact same play that we just dealt with. And we're up 2-1 once again. Got that 1-goal lead back. And see, guys, this team scores goals. The modifiers make such a huge difference now. These games is just so much more. They're more fun to watch, even if you guys don't like watching the CPUs play against each other. They're more fun to watch. They're more competitive, and it's fun for me to play too. Like I said, this is a fun series. This is not where I go all try hard in the series. This is a fun little series for me to do and for you guys to watch. And I just really just want you guys to enjoy it. And oh, T-push right there saves the goal. T-push right there, saved the goal. Paul-Chuck back to Cote in front again. There's where I got to play in the center of my effing net. Because those passes, hate those passes. And nice, cool, nice back pass. Coap, he's behind. Coap, ooh, tries the short side, but Toth does push that one away. Paul-Chuck take it to the boards. Hayden Fleury up to Fesser. Fesser over back to Paul-Chuck over to Kopech. Kopech in all alone, basically. Watch the pass right there. Flesher, and just stay in butterfly because I have no idea where the puck was. I tried to cover it, but I missed it. That's okay. Robertson up to Mangs. Nice give and go. Robertson turns back to Orban. Pass down low to Koch. Back to Mangs. Takes a shot, but Toth gives that one right back up. Big rebound. Polly, or Pollier, or Pollii, and he goes offsides. Or Pollier. These French Canadians. Okie doke. Okay, back to Nogier again, and he's going to enter the zone already. This guy has 1 assist already. Bleakley, and oh, big save there, and there's the rebound. Edmonton, you guys got to work on getting that rebound out. Made the save on the cross crease, but then the rebound was sitting right there as Connor Bleakley is going to tap that one in. The Colorado Avalanche prospect. I tried to cover the puck, and it went off my pad again and right back out. Bad luck there. Another late goal, man. Fuck. These late cheese goals, I swear. The compies just go try hard whenever the last, like, 10 seconds are on in the period. All right, can we get another goal late here? Maybe get a 3-2 lead before the third period starts. Baddock sends it on net. Toth, easy save. I don't even think that's going to count as a shot. So it's a 2-2 tie. Edmonton comes back and gets one to make it 2-1, but then Red Deer answers right back. So 15 shots to 13. Time and attack is pretty equal. Passing percentage 6-5 on the faceoff. So it's a fairly even game all around right now. But third period is going to decide it all. As here we go. Third period. Bleakley takes a shot again. And, oh, I barely got a piece of that as I knocked down that player. I'm pretty sure if they would have scored there, that probably would have been goaltender interference. As Hayden Fleury does a nice job there to recover the puck. Hayden Fleury going in all himself. Back to Gay. Out front to Cote. Oh, fuck it off, man. That's such a bad fucking luck goal. That's just so horrible luck. That's just bad luck. That's just bad luck. Look at this. I'm there to take the shot, and Sheen blocks it and gains control of it, and then just turns and shoots with it. Such bad luck that we have to deal with. Such bad luck. First goal was a nice play. It was a nice assist through 3 of our defensemen that they beat. So I'll grant that. Second goal was pretty shitty. And then that goal, pretty shitty. Can't do nothing about that. I was there to face the shot, and it just got blocked in front. Oh, yes, and they answer back again. Edmonton is, once again, man, these sliders, the changes we made, this team is keeping me in the game. They answer right back. A 3-3 game as Lane Bauer gets that one in on Toth. Toth, I don't think, is a good goaltender, as we have seen in the past. As Lane Bauer is right there in the slot, one of his defensemen is hanging right on Toth, so I think that might have prevented him from making a good save on that shot. And just like that, Red Deer takes their first lead of the game, but Edmonton answers right back as Hayden Fleury will shoot that on net. We blocked that one off. Carroll back to Polly, and nice hit there by Irving, as Irving's gonna a little bit aggressive there. Are you gonna get called for a hooking? Gonna get called there for a hooking infraction, as the Edmonton Oil Kings will go on to the power play here. And let's see how this Edmonton... Oh, God, he got hit in the face. All right, Pollock right around, tipped in front. Eller, ooh, almost on the rebounds. But once again, we can see how good this team does on the power play. Cross crease. Oh, Toth makes the save. That net could have been more open. Toth slides across the crease to make a glove save and rob a wide open cross crease attempt on the power play to keep it at a 3-3 game. All right, Orban back down to Eller, back to Carroll, keeps it in the zone, takes a low shot on net through a screen. Toth will just hold on to that, as we'll still hold on to this power play here. You can see how well the teams now move the puck on the power play. All right, Nogier tries to dump it out off a player's stick up in the air. Bertolucci tracks it down. Orban, big slap shot there. That blocked off by a defenseman again. Bertolucci back in front. Ugh, low little shot there. Coep in front again, but that's going to get blocked down. Fleury's going to dump this off of Carroll, so no need for me to go out of my net and try to get that. Coep back into the zone again. Still got a couple seconds left on the power play. Bertolucci back to Carroll, and he goes offside. It's going to keep it in. I think it took a weird hop. Took a little bit of a weird hop there, but Edmonton still gains control of it. Orban's just going to carry into the zone here. Got a man advantage still until the guy gets out of the box. Bertolucci back to Carroll. Back to Bertolucci. Out in front to Baddock. Shot. Glove saved by Toth. Cote holds. And back to Bleakley. Over to Cote. Over to Gay. Alright, here's Gay. Ooh, Gay was trying for that. Cheese cross crease again. Bertolucci, but now up the wing. Around the defenseman. Off the boards. Tracked down by Bobick. Colton Bobick over to Gay. And he'll get this puck back out again. Over to Sheen. That gets wide. Put wide of the net. Bleakley in front again. Bobick back to Gay. And glove save. Oh, I didn't glove save it. It was just a rebound sitting right there. Thank God my defense was easily to grab on that. And Nogier. Nice pass back over to Bleakley. Tries that crease again. Carroll gets this puck out quick. And over to Mads Eller. Eller back to Pollock. Back to Eller. Eller over to Orban. Shot. Rebound. Baddock. Oh, it was sitting there. Toth has to cover that puck very, very quickly. Weird angle shot there from Baddock. But he does keep the puck out with 8:16 left to go here in the third period. Adamson already with 1 goal so far in the game. Maxwell, toe drag, back to Adamson. Oh, big shot there. Just managed to get a piece of that on our glove. Musil, and he will take a shot there. Adamson in front, another save. Watch the cross. There you go, Orban back out to Pollock and over to Eller. All right, we avoid that crazy scenario. That got tipped, but Baddock back again, down low, right on top, but he'll have to hold that puck. 5:45. And my recording is still going, so props to that. Don't know what was wrong with the Elgato the first time. Didn't have that problem at all last night. Probably because I was exporting some stuff earlier, so that might be the problem with it. But we shall see. All right. I think this is Fesser. Back to Fleury. Hayden Fleury through a screen. And again, man. Again with these fucking rebounds. I can't fucking get my bearings back after a shot gets taken on that. The recovery is just too slow. The recovery is just too slow. Wyatt Johnson. Look at this. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to maybe go out and face the shot a little bit. And it's just a rebound that goes in again. It's another late period goal that we just let up and give away the lead. I didn't like that. I should have played that out a lot more rather than so deep in my net. I wanted to go out and face that shot a lot more, but I knew that was trouble when I saw it. There was like 2 guys in front. That's Hayden Fleury taking a shot too, so I was worried about that from the beginning. Bauer takes a shot. Glove by Toth. 2:42 left to go here. Hopefully Edmonton can get a late goal again. They've bounced back once already in this game. They've been answering a lot. Let's see if they can capitalize here. Have to keep an eye on that clock too. Cock or Cook up in front or Koch. 155. Giving up a lot of bad goals in this game. A lot of bad rebound goals. Just because our recovery speed is so bad, we can't get back to make the saves. Alright, well, they're winning the faceoff, so giving us a chance to win here. Mangs takes a little bit of a weird turn there, but Hayden Fleury just gets that puck out. And that gets tipped, but Hayden Fleury keeps it in. Sheen gets backed all the way back to the Red Deer bench. And Red Deer still has control of it. Back to Fleury, back to Bleakley again. Nogier, back to Gay, over to Bleakley, and he takes a shot. Short side. Alright, they're going to call me to the bench now. No, not yet. I want to go, but I'm situating myself all the way by the hash marks. I got to be ready for when they call me to the bench. Nice play, Baddock. Now they're going to go. Yeah, they still have it. They'll still have it. Irving will still have it. Let's get out there. Get that extra attacker on. 19 seconds left to go. All right, Robertson into the zone. Come on, Edmonton. I know you guys can do it here. Baddock. Back to Robertson. In front. Shot. Oh, I don't know if Toth got a piece of that or not, but Hayden Fleury, again, is just going to ruin our chances here. Adamson's going to miss the open net, but that doesn't matter, as Hayden Fleury pretty much just ruins our chances of winning this game. And unfortunately, in a back-and-forth game between the Red Deer Rebels, and unfortunately, we do lose this game 4-3, which does suck indeed. Bad reflexes, man. The reflexes boned us this game. 16 of 20. Not a very good job in that at all. Those rebound goals, man. The rebound and the recoveries. Our recovery is just way too slow for us to have any sort of chance there. I really should be doing the desperation saves a lot more. I completely just forget that they're in the game. I honestly really just do forget that the desperation saves are in this game, so. What are you going to do, I guess? Alright, so we can simulate here. And next up is going to be against the Brandon Wheat Kings. So I got to go up against freaking Ivan Provorov. Alright, so now I got to go up against my boy Ivan Provorov here in the Brandon Wheat Kings. And this is not going to be a fun game to play up against. So, that'll be next time, guys. Let me know for some improvements to make. And like I said, just be on the lookout for the live streams whenever they do appear. So, like I said, there's probably going to still be maybe 2 or 3 videos before a live stream does happen. But just keep your eye out. You keep your eyes and your ears peeled for random live streams that might happen. So, thanks for watching, guys. Had a back-and-forth game there. Unfortunately, we lost. Like I said, this is all about having fun. And hopefully, this is all just about... These games really don't matter, as we know. These games don't matter. What matters is going to the NHL and getting drafted to an AHL team and hopefully play some games in the AHL. So, thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you guys next time.